Delynn Ellison Lloyd is a senior engineer for the city of Roseville. She's overseeing the $500,000 project on a creek called the Secret Ravine. Crews will remove many impediments to the salmon. An abandoned bridge and old utility lines are coming out. And there are important things going in, too.
They're going to dig down and actually put some gravel in there, and then they're going to put large boulders, like 4-ton boulders, about 40 of them, and also some trees with the root balls on them, so that the fish will have actually a place to hang out and get in some cool water.
The gravel and the cool waters are essential parts of successful spawning. The work should be completed by the end of October. When it's done, the salmon are expected to have an additional 10 miles of stream to roam. Joe Rubin, Capital Public Radio News.
Restoring wild habitat for disappearing salmon and steelhead can happen in the oddest places. Would you believe? The suburbs of Roseville. Lonnie Wong's live to show us the project. It's been a long time in the making. Hi, Lonnie.
Hi, Stephanie. I'm standing here in a creek bed that's temporarily dry. Now, a lot of people don't know it's here. Even people who live in Roseville. We're just a stone's throw from Sunsplash Water Park, as you can see just across the way. And across this creek was an obsolete bridge that prevented fish from spawning upstream. And as you can see, that bridge is no longer here. You never know Secret Ravine Creek runs right past movie theaters, car dealers, and suburban strip malls. The obsolete utility bridge that once spanned it is being dismantled and hauled away because it prevented salmon and endangered steelhead from going upstream to spawn.
It'll open up at least 10 more miles of stream up above this, actually where the barrier was, and so there'll be a lot more habitat for the salmon to lay their eggs.
But it's not only about getting rid of the bridge. Workers will widen the channel to ease flooding danger, and the stream bed will be reworked to make it more fish-friendly.
Adding logs and some boulders to give places for the fish to go in there and nest.
There's a lot of environmental red tape when you build a bridge over a natural stream, but there is just as much when you want to tear one down.
This has been in the works for about 12 years.
The Dry Creek Conservancy has worked with the City of Roseville and the Department of Water Resources to raise just under $500,000 for the project. The creek has to be diverted through a large pipe to complete the work. Executive Director Greg Bates says creek corridors are a valuable resource for wildlife and city dwellers.
We have all of these big campaigns to save Lake Tahoe and save the whales, and those are wonderful things to do. But we have some really important stuff that we can do right here.
Like turning back the clock on development.
And not trying to destroy, we're trying to enhance, and that's trying to recreate Mother Nature.
Now this is the kind of river rock that's going to be lining this particular creek bed, because salmon love to spawn in this kind of stuff. And once the water is released from the diversion pipe, this creek bed will be flooded with water, and it'll be a lot better for fish. All this work is due to be finished by October 15th.
said, he's off the side.
Alright, I'm about to jump on these pipes while carrying a $2,500 camera. I'm an idiot. That's kind of scary. Woohoo! I think I made it. This is what we're trying to do. We're putting logs and tying them to big ass boulders with the cable. Here's one already installed and tied together. You can see the cable going from the rock to the trees. And then same with over there. 2 logs and a root wad. A log with a root attached. Here's my dam that I threw in very quickly. Seems to be holding up. Basically some big ass rocks down there, a little bit of sand on top, and looks like the creek is going down at this point, so I think we're past the danger point. But if the water had risen any farther, it definitely would have made a mess in our work area here. Got one more installation to do up on that bank, but I can't do it till we get this one all done, so it'll block my access. Alrighty. Now it's a matter of getting back across. Alright, time for the return trip. Didn't go for a swim, that's always good. Anyway, so there's our job. Yeehaw.
else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? We're gonna, we haven't graded yet. That's what we're gonna do. We got probably a couple more loads to haul out. How many loads did we get out?
Oh man, I think I did 8 or 9.
That means 6.
Huh?
That means 6.
No, 6. 6 overloads.
Take some down. There's probably another 4 or 5 loads here. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. We got to clean things up a little bit here. So load them up, ship them out.
So are you going to do something with these big rocks, or you get to take them back, or
quantity discount?
New this morning, work crews in Placer County are rushing to restore damaged stream before the annual salmon run.
And KCRA 3's Mallory Hoff live in Roseville right now with where the project is getting started.
That's right. I want you to take a look behind me at what this creek looks like today. This is Secret Ravine Creek in Roseville. The problem, there were a number of barriers in this creek keeping the salmon from passing through. Construction started back in September. Crews faced a number of obstacles here. They were delayed by fall rain. They also had to deal with some vandalism. Ultimately, crews worked quickly to improve the fish habitat. An old bridge was removed along with concrete-covered utility pipes. The stream is considered a prime spawning area for salmon and steelhead trout. The Dry Creek Conservancy worked with the city of Roseville to make the project a reality. The project was funded by a $150,000 grant from the State Department of Water Resources. Greg Bates is the executive director of Dry Creek Conservancy. He says he's been working to make this happen for more than a decade.
over the years this thing got to the place where it was really hard for the fish to get over it. So we'd been working to design a fix.
All right, and take a look at the final stages of construction here around the creek area. Crews this morning actually working to prevent erosion here outside the creek. You can actually see fabric there across the way. That same fabric will be placed on this side along with rocks there to prevent erosion as well. Again, this is just one of the final stages here as those salmon are expected to be able to pass through. For now, live in Roseville, Mallory Hoff, KCRA 3 reports.
All right, thanks so much, Mallory.
Thank you.